Consider how the promised forerunner announced in Isaiah and embodied by John the Baptist was a crucial indicator that Yahweh himself was returning to end Israel's exile and inaugurate his long awaited kingdom. Speak to that a little bit. I think there are so many misconceptions and misunderstandings about not only John's significance, just even about his purpose in scripture, Kit too is, but how he actually performs a very intentional bridge as a forerunner in terms of knitting this story together in a very cohesive fashion. Talk to that a little bit too, because like I know this is going to be critical as we transition into the New Testament.
At the very least, I think that anyone who reads the Bible, anyone who engages with it, and certainly Christians, it should stand out as a first observance when you turn to the New Testament. All four of the gospel writers begin their accounts with John the Baptist. He's at the beginning of their accounts. All four of them deal with the person and the ministry of John the Baptist. That should tell us that they viewed him as a critical figure in their own presentation of, interpretation of, and understanding of the person and the work of Jesus the Messiah. So that should tell us, that alone should tell us that John is very important in understanding who Jesus is. And they show him, all of them show him to be, as you said, this forerunner figure. This takes us back to Isaiah's prophecy. And again, just to step back from that, both houses of Israel, the northern kingdom of Israel, southern kingdom of Judah, they're marked out at the time of Isaiah, they're both marked out for ultimate desolation, destruction, exile, which means the breaking of the relationship between God and the Abrahamic people. And Yahweh himself departs. He leaves his sanctuary. The sanctuary is torn to the ground. He's gone. But this section in Isaiah, then beginning with chapter 40, which introduces the last focus section in Isaiah that promises that God is going to solve this problem and put all things right, it begins with a message of comfort. It says to Zion, it says to Jerusalem that she's to be comforted because her warfare, her conflict, all of these things that have been the plight of the Israelite people because of their unfaithfulness, God is going to restore that. And what he's going to do is he's going to send a herald, a messenger, often translated as a forerunner, but it's a person that he will send ahead of himself to the alienated, scattered, exiled people of Israel to announce to them that Yahweh is now going to return. And he's going to return, obviously, to put things right in that relationship.